Thank you, James and Bruce. I will say, if anyone is interested in learning more about the SNDF program or wants to connect with it, that James and Bruce will be available after this program is concluded. We're now honored to welcome Dr. Meza Bakke to the stage. Dr. Carol Meza Bakke, is an Army combat veteran and Purple Heart recipient who served from 2007 to 2019. She's the founder of Outside the Wire Veterans Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing transformative retreat experiences and mental health support for veterans and their family, as well as VA disability claims assistance. She currently serves as a faculty member in the social work department at Pittsburgh State University and is one of 29 appointed members of the Kansas Governor's Military Council. Her research and advocacy focuses on supporting veterans, military families, and trauma-informed mental health care. So with that, please join me in welcoming Dr. Carol Meza Bakke.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here today on Veterans Day, a day when our nation pauses to recognize the service, sacrifice, and courage of the men and women who wore the uniform. For me, this day is deeply personal. I proudly served 12 years in the United States Army, including a combat deployment to Iraq in 2010-2011, where I became a combat veteran and a Purple Heart recipient. But what I value most isn't the rank I held or the medals I earned. It is the journey that came after service. Like many veterans, I faced the challenge of transitioning out of the military, rediscovering purpose, and learning how to heal parts of the service that you cannot see in the uniform. That path led me into social work, into higher education, research, advocacy, and also into founding Outside the Wire Veterans Foundation, a nonprofit that is dedicated to providing nature-based therapeutic services, experiences for veterans and their families, as well as VA disability claims assistance. Because healing isn't one size fits all, and sometimes the most powerful therapy happens in nature, in community, and in connection. This past year, I also had the privilege of serving as Mrs. Kansas, which gave me a louder microphone to talk about something I deeply care about, veterans' mental health. I represented our state at the Miss American pageant in Las Vegas, not just as a title holder, but as a veteran, a mother, a military spouse, and an advocate. And I want to pause here because none of that, not one appearance, one speech, or one event would have been possible without the unwavering support of Crawford County Mental Health Center. So thank you, Heather. You were my #1 sponsor, and I am so grateful for that. But your support went beyond sponsorship. Crawford County Mental Health has been one of the biggest champions on my platform, Veterans Mental Health. You did not treat Outside the Wire as a competition. You embraced partnership, and you said, we are in this together. And to me, that means the world. So Crawford County Mental Health, as many of you know, they have their own Veterans Mental Health program, a dedicated team serving those who have served. They have been incredible to work with, collaborative, compassionate, and committed to ensuring veterans in our community have access to support, resources, and care. This is what true community looks like. While I did not bring home the Miss American crown, I did bring home something more meaningful, a continued responsibility. I will proudly carry the title of Mrs. Kansas until May of 2026, and I will continue to use my voice to advocate for veterans and for mental health access across our state. That work will continue in March when I plan to speak at the Kansas legislature to push for expanded services, especially housing resources for veterans who are 100% service connected. Gratitude is important, but action is how we truly honor those who have served. To my fellow veterans, your service matters, your story matters, you matter. Whether you're served in combat or in support, whether your deployment was overseas or stateside, you answered the call to service. There's honor in that. There's pride in that. So please remember, the healing is not a weakness, it is courage. To our families, our neighbors, and our communities, Thank you for being part of this mission. Supporting veterans isn't just saying thank you for your service. It is about building spaces where veterans can thrive, where they can feel seen and understood, and where they never walk alone. I also want to thank the father of my children, Chris, a combat veteran himself with 2 deployments, and our children, Heidi and Larkin Bakke. Family is the backbone of veteran story, and I would not be here without their love and support. So today, I ask all of us, veterans and civilians, to continue their spirit of service, check in on one another, build community, offer support, and never allow a veteran to feel forgotten or left alone. Thank you, Crawford County Mental Health Center, for believing in this mission and for supporting me personally, and for the incredible work that you continue to do every single day for veterans. So God bless our veterans, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.